Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Abdul, Aman, Yoti, Kunal, Maksud, Bikesh, Piyush, Raghubans, Rahul, Rajan, Rakhal, Shubham, and Raja. Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Okay. Okay, tell me at first, we have discussed already about technical proposal or not? We already discussed about technical proposal and technical report or not discussed yet? Please tell me because there are so many branches, so I just
No, ma'am.
no. Okay.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So okay. Then let's start. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about technical proposal. So technical proposal and technical reports, these are very important part of professional communication. At your workplace, it's very important part of communication. You have to write technical reports and you have to write also technical proposals at your workplace. So you should know the format of technical proposal and technical report. It's very important part of professional communication. When you have to communicate professionally, then you have to write proposals and report. Now, what is technical proposal? It is a written offer, maybe regarding some projects, or you may proposes for some ideas. Okay, so whenever you are proposing some idea or some project to other organization, that means you are submitting a written offer. This is called technical proposal. And technical proposal, there is a specific format we are now going to discuss. Here you can see the definition. Proposals are written offers to solve a technical problem or to undertake a project of practical or theoretical manner. Proposals serve to review and improve existing products and services to meet the ever-increasing and complex requirements of today's highly competitive business environment. So, it is a written offer, as I have told you, to solve a technical problem or to undertake a project of practical or theoretical manner or proposing some ideas. It is a new topic to all of you. So listen to me very carefully, and if you have any confusion, you can interrupt me, you can ask me any time. You can also interrupt in the middle of discussion and you can ask me. Whenever you feel confused, so you can ask me. Now, what is the importance of proposal? Proposals help to invite other companies or industries for strategic alliances, joint ventures, acquisitions, and mergers. Proposals enhance productivity and improve performance. Well, suppose you are part of an organization and you want to make strategic alliance with other organization. In that case, you can write proposal. That means you are writing an offer of strategic alliances with other organizations or companies, you can say. So it, in this way, it can help to invite other companies or industries for strategic alliances. Yes, proposals enhance productivity and improve performance. In a proposal, while writing proposals, you will write down about current status of the all the products and about the projects, detailed information you are going to provide, and you will get the opportunity to enhance the productivity also and improve performances of your organization. Okay, proposals also serve as an indicator of the progress of a company or organization. It can also help in creating new methods and procedures, opening new dimensions of concepts. As I have told you, suppose you are proposing some ideas. In that case, you will get the opportunity to create new methods and procedures, right? Because you are proposing your ideas, new ideas, creative ideas. So in this way, proposals help in creating new methods and procedures, also opening new dimensions of concepts. So proposal is very important. These are the significances of proposal. Why proposal is important? Now, let me give you an example. I have told you about the definition, importance, okay, significance. Now, let me give you an example. Suppose our government, okay, our government wish to purchase some services or products for constructing some dams or bridges or providing some other facilities, okay, and if they have published in advertisement in some newspaper, and that means here the proposals are invited. That's why they have given advertisement in the newspaper, right? What is the advertisement is about? As I have told you, they want to purchase some products or services, and as I have told you, the proposals are invited. These proposals are called solicited proposals. That means invited proposals. They have given advertisement in the newspaper, and those who are interested, they can submit their proposal, and finally the best one will definitely be selected. So this type of proposal is called solicited proposals. Solicited proposal or invited proposal, that means the proposal is invited. Here in the example I have given, here our government is inviting proposals from others, right? That's why they have published advertisement in the newspaper, and those who are interested, they have submitted their proposal, and the best one is selected. So here the proposals are invited from others. This is called solicited proposal. And there is another type of proposal which is called unsolicited proposal. In that case, there will be no invitation regarding proposal, there will be no advertisement and all, but a particular organization can suggest some new methods regarding their services. So here the proposals are not invited, but they can submit their proposal regarding providing some services. So this is called uninvited proposal or unsolicited proposal. Clear to all of you, or any confusion you can say? This topic is new to all of you, right? So maybe there are some confusions, you can ask me. We have discussed about what is proposal, significance of proposal, then types of proposal, solicited and unsolicited proposal. Do you have any confusion?
Ma'am, unsolicited
Okay. Unsolicited. Unsolicited proposal. This is uninvited proposal. That means in the solicited proposal, there the proposals are invited, right? But here in the unsolicited proposals, the proposals are not invited. Those who are interested to submit their proposal, they can submit. Like suppose an organization wants to submit a proposal regarding providing some services, so they can submit their proposal. No one no one invites them to, yes, come and submit your proposal. No, there is no invitation, there is no advertisement and all. Just they wants to submit their proposal, they can submit. So this is unsolicited proposal. If any suppose if any organization wants to make some alliances with other organization, they can submit their proposal. Suppose an organization wants to submit some new creative ideas, they can submit. So here no invitation and all, but they can submit as they wishes to submit. This is called unsolicited or uninvited proposal. And in the solicited proposal, as I have told you, I hope all of you have seen in the newspaper, so many proposals are invited, like um, as I have already given an example, that suppose our government or any organization, suppose any organization wants to purchase some products, so they can publish uh, regarding this in the newspaper, and those who are interested, they can see the advertisement, and the interested organization can submit their proposal. Yes, we are interested. Okay, and finally if everything is okay, then their proposal will be selected. Not clear or clear? Say.
Clear, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Okay, now here you can see also solicited proposals and unsolicited proposals we have already discussed. You can see the difference between solicited and unsolicited proposals. See, solicited proposals are drafted in response to an advertisement or demand from an authority or agency. Unsolicited proposals are drafted to a particular organization suggesting how they can provide some service or develop a product in exchange for funding or some other consideration. Solicited proposals, these are invited proposals. Unsolicited proposals, these are uninvited proposals. Solicited proposals, these are to be written in the format defined by the agencies that invite such offers. That means the format depends on the agencies, those who are inviting the proposal. Okay, they have to written in that particular format defined by the agencies in the regarding solicited proposal. But regarding unsolicited proposal, you can see these are for presenting an idea or a product or service that would be of benefit to a particular organization. So there is no restriction regarding the format defined by some particular agency. As you are going to submit your proposal, so you can maintain the format accordingly, not defined by that particular agency. Okay, so this is the difference between solicited and unsolicited proposals. Is there any confusion? Solicited and unsolicited proposals. Abdul, Aman, Chandan, Hani, Yoti, Kiranmay, Kunal, Maksud, Rahat, Om, Piyush, Raghubans, Rahul, Rajan, Rakhal, Ravi, Suvam, Raja. Is there any confusion? Okay.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So no confusion. Then let's move on. Hmm. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So let's discuss about the structure. But before that, I would like to tell you about the difference between proposal and report. We will also discuss about technical report. Okay, because technical report is this topic is also in your syllabus. So technical proposal and technical report, what's the difference? Um, Here you can see it identifies a particular proposal, it identifies a particular need, explains it thoroughly, and recommends how this need can best be met. Report written to identify a specific problem, explain it, and recommend action that will lead to a solution. Proposal, it's a formal but persuasive style. It is written in formal but persuasive style. report if formal in style. Proposal, it involves cost for the execution of proposed idea. Report, it only highlights the reasons based on the interpretation of data and make recommendations. Okay, the basic difference you can remember: proposal is regarding a particular need, and report is regarding mainly a specific problem and how, and you can recommend also some action how that problem will be solved. Okay, so this is report. The report basically is regarding any problem and you have to explain it and you can recommend some actions. Proposals is regarding a particular need. Okay, then you have to explain it. There is a specific format, not specific, as I have told you that regarding solicited proposal, it is defined by the particular agency or organization, you can say. But regarding unsolicited proposal, there is no such restriction, so you can follow this format. And here you can see the structure or format, you can say. At first title page, then letter of transmittal, then executive summary, then table of contents, main body, introduction, technical section, management section, cost estimate and conclusion. Here is a sample copy. If this picture is not clear, I have also provided in the group. From there also you will get the sample copy of technical proposal and technical report also. Okay, so you can go through from there also. Okay, now let's start. We are now discussing about the structure of technical proposal. First, you have to write title page. In this sample proposal, you can see what is written in the title page here. This title page consists of the name and designation of the proposer. That means who is proposing the idea or project or some other. Here the proposer's name and designation. Here you can see a proposal to seek a loan for establishing an agricultural tool manufacturing unit submitted to, then the name of the person and the name of the organization by, that means who is submitting, by here see Mr. D. Rajasekhar, that means the name of the proposer and the name of the organization. So what is written in the title page? The subject matter of the proposal, a proposal to seek a loan. Here the subject is to seek a loan. So a proposal to seek a loan for, then the name of the organization, submitted to whom, the name of the person to whom you are submitting your proposal, and the name of the the name of the person and designation also, by who is submitting. If you are submitting, then your name, the name of the organization you belong. Okay, so this is about title page. But while writing title page, you have to remember that title page and proposal summary, these create a good impact on the reader who is receiving your proposal and who is reading your proposal. So it can create a good impact. So you have to start at what can I say, yes, you can you have to write you have to write title page and proposal summary in such a way so that the reader get convinced. How can you make your reader convinced? That means you have to provide specific information and clear information so that the reader can get a clear idea about your proposal. Okay, so title page we have discussed. Now proposal summary. In the proposal summary, or you can say executive summary, it provides a brief background, purpose, scope and methodology of your proposal. Here you can see project title, then broad subject, type of the loan, total cost, loaner, designation. So all the informations here given. So it is a, summary means, what is summary, but you have to write proposal summary in such a way so that it provides a brief background, purpose and methodology of your proposal. Okay, so the reader who is reading your proposal can get a clear view about your proposal. That means whatever you are going to analyze in your proposal in detail in this proposal summary section, the reader should get a clear view about your proposal. Here you can see the proposal is regarding to seek a loan. Okay, in the proposal summary section, the proposer has written here the type of the loan, total cost, loaner, designation, subject, project title. So the information required here it is written. In this way, you have to provide complete information regarding your project in the proposal summary section. Yes, here also you can see company address, then guidelines. What is written here? The picture is not clear. Yes, number of installment. It is also written. So that means as this project, not project, yes, proposal. As this proposal is regarding seeking a loan, so everything regarding this project is written here. All the information is written here, you can see. In the executive summary also, you can provide information about your project or idea. This is a proposal, but suppose you are proposing about some idea or project. So you have to provide here information about your project or idea. That's why I am telling. Now, table of contents. So at first, title page. At first, title page, then proposal summary, then executive summary, then table of contents. Table of content is very important. You all know that whatever you are going to discuss in detail in your proposal, here in the table of content section, you have to write down here the part you are going to discuss in detail. Like here you can see background, origin of the proposal, objective, advantages, then supporting factors, cost estimate, setup plan, planning execution, conclusion. So each and every part is written here. Then you have to discuss in detail about each part. Okay. So whatever you are going to discuss in detail in your proposal, in the table of content section, you have to write down the part or topic you are going to discuss in detail. Okay. Okay. Now you can see introduction, right? So we are discussing about structure of technical proposal. I repeat again. First title page, then yes, first title page, then proposal summary, then executive summary, then table of contents, then introduction. Okay. You all know that introduction and conclusion is very important, right? So introduction, whenever the reader will read your proposal, the introduction can show what your project intends to do. What is the objective of your proposal? What is the purpose of your proposal? Or about your execution plan? About the recommendations? So everything you have to written here in the introduction section. And while writing introduction part, you have to write in a persuasive manner. You have to provide complete information so that the reader can the reader so that the reader have a clear view about your proposal. Implementation of idea is very important. Suppose you are proposing an idea, so you have to implement that idea also. And in the introduction part, you have to provide specific information about the implementation of your project or idea also, because you have to remember that there are so many other interested persons also who are submitting proposals. Then why your proposals will be selected? Your proposal should be different from others, so you have to provide complete information, and you have to focus on the execution. So execution planning is very important. Introduction done. Everyone please read the everyone please go through the sample copy. Okay, if you go through the sample copy, then you will get a clear view about the proposal. Okay, the topic is seeking a loan. So if you go through the whole proposal, you will be able to get clear idea about how to write introduction, how to write technical section, management section, execution plan, conclusion. So go through the proposal at first, the sample copy. I will provide some more sample copy, and I will also upload in the Google Classroom, but you have to go through the sample copy. Here we are discussing, but and if you have any confusion, you can ask me, but you have to go through the sample copy. So introduction part we have discussed. Now technical section. Okay. So technical section. While writing this technical section of a proposal, you can provide a solution which requires a technical planning. That means in this section you can analytically explain various technical terms or equipment or materials you wish to use in carrying out your proposed task or idea or project. Here you can see in the sample copy, raw materials, machinery details, land plan, setup plan. So these are written in the technical aspect section or technical section. Please go through the sample copy. So raw materials, machinery details, setup plan, land plan. Mainly you have to explain the technical terms. About, you can write here about the equipments, materials, machines. It totally depends on your topic. You are proposing some ideas, what kind of idea you are proposing, or it depends on your project also, what type of project. So in the technical section you can write. Okay, after technical section you can also add here, it's not included in this sample copy.